I'm going to show you a typical hazard down here in South Florida, especially, that you can see on any shift. You can see this hazard on any type of a residential house fire. You can see this hazard on a smell of gas, on an unknown chemical spill or smell. Now what you're going to see is typical garage, shed, storage facility, warehouse down here in South Florida. Now, because of the rising price of fuel and because of all the hurricanes and people with generators, people right now are stocking up on these 5-gallon containers of gas. And they're storing them in the garages, they're storing them in sheds, storing them very close to their houses. Another hazard right here, you see this spray container. You don't know what's in it, what type of chemical it is. Is it a pesticide? Is it corrosive? Is it an acid? Numerous paint containers. Unknown if there's really paint in them, paint or varnish, which will also add to the fuel load. You can see right here that there definitely is some pesticides. A lot of fuel load just in this small area. This is why it's of utmost importance anytime that we are responding to a gas odor, an unknown smell, an odor call, a smoke call, we have to prepare for the worst. We have to prepare for the unexpected. And I guarantee you, down here in South Florida, that's typical in three-quarters of the houses that we respond to, or more. Now, we've been hit with a lot of hurricanes here in South Florida, and people are stocking up on fuel. They expect gas to rise to over $5 a gallon, so I know people are stocking up right now to prepare for the hurricane season. So we have to make it a fact that any type of residence that we respond to has this stored in their garage. So anytime there's a fire in the garage, we have to prepare for a large fuel load, hazardous materials. You see fire pouring out of a building, pouring out of a garage. That's a typical wood frame construction, and you know something's wrong. Black smoke pouring out, you know something's wrong. Something out of the ordinary. You're going to need a lot of water, high volume. So you have to maybe rethink the way you're going to attack these type of structures. You should have a separate line, a portable master stream, set it up, open up the garage, and prepare you to do your battle while interior crews are doing their job inside. Thinking about using foam, triple F foam right away to knock it down quickly. anytime you respond to a warehouse, you don't know what's in them. And I guarantee you, a lot of people are stocking up on gas inside these warehouses. So down here in Florida especially, we gotta be on the lookout. We gotta suspect that any type of single residential facility, private house, we're going to have to respond to it and react to it like a hazardous materials incident. We're going to have to, as soon as we pull up, we're going to have to keep in our mind that, listen, there could be anywhere from 30, 60 gallons of gas stored inside that garage. Now, what's that going to do to your firefight? More water. Hydrant right away. And use of the AAA foam. So remember, it's not just your typical bread and butter operations anymore. All these houses, 3/4 of the houses in South Florida, are going to be large fuel load from storage of fuel. So just be careful out there. Remember, on top of all the gasoline, there's pesticides, there's chemicals. Anytime you respond to an odor or a smell, unknown origin, pack up. Don't just walk in with your gear on. You gotta have your mask on. You gotta be on there when you're investigating these type of incidents. Because who knows what kind of chemical is going to be created when this, which is unknown, mixes with that. Unknown vapor content inside this structure. So at all times, wear your SCBA. On every type of smell of smoke, wear your SCBA. Don't just wear it on your back, put the air on. Don't be lazy. You're going to be lazy, you're going to get yourself and other people killed.